I applied for public assistance, and they want me to give the baby's father up to them for child support. I said no. I'm glad to be done with that jerk. I don't want to have anything to do with him. But they said that they will cut my benefits unless I give him up.
Yeah, same thing happened to me. I went to get help for my children and they asked me about my ex, Marcos. I really don't want to complicate things. He's pretty good to us.
Well, he gives you money, right?
Some, when he can. He drops off toys and diapers, that kind of thing. But he doesn't have any papers. And I don't want to take any chances. I don't want him deported. Then I'll get nothing.
Whoa, wait a second. I don't think you two really understand how the system works. It's worked for me.
I am not getting near him. You know what I'm talking about? My ex is not to be messed with. I have my safety to think about.
I hear you, Yvonne, but here's the thing. You don't deal with him. They do. And in a situation like yours, they'll make special arrangements so you never have to be in court with him at the same time. Trust me, at the end of the day, cooperating with child support makes life easier. You should talk to your caseworker. They'll figure out what's best for your situation.
It's important to remember, if you don't cooperate at your child support interview, you could lose Medicaid for yourself, have your public assistance benefit reduced by 25%.
I do need help. But sometimes you don't want to rock the boat.
Maria, how do you feel every single time you have to remind Marcos to spot you a 20 for diapers and baby food, huh?
Well, it gets old, that's for sure.
Because you gotta press him about it. And what's gonna happen when Marcos hooks up with someone else and has more kids? Or what if James takes off to who knows where again and has more kids? You want to make sure your babies are already in the system because whoever files for her kids first gets the most out of his paycheck.
Is that for real?
Yes. And Yvonne, your kids are still small. You have to think about the big picture here. Take it from me, I've lived to tell.
But what about Marco's papers? If he gets deported, then what?
You don't get it. All child support cares about is making sure fathers pay for their fair share. They won't report him to immigration. They have nothing to do with immigration.
At the child support office interview, they will ask for background information on your child's father, such as social security number, address, and phone numbers. They may also ask what you know about his job situation. You and the non-custodial parent will not be reported to immigration by either child support or in the court.
Listen, Glor, I hear you. But you know James only works 3 days a week tops. What extra money does he have to give? I don't know what I can gain from all of this.
Well, maybe you should consider what you have to lose. If you don't give the info about your ex, you'll get less public assistance.
Really?
Girl, I've been dealing with them for a while now, and they do not mess around. Even if James is broke, you still gotta tell child support what you know. They want the fathers in the system so that even if they can't make payments now, they can tap them when they can. And I bet you didn't know this. They even have a program to help these guys get jobs. Really? Child support is about setting up a system to get the most they can for your kids. And since my ex pays through the system, we don't have to be discussing money 24/7. And my kids know their dad is helping out. You'll see. That's a good thing.
Well, maybe it made things good for you. But what about your ex?
Well, he griped at first, true. But now he's good. And we don't tangle over money anymore. Can you imagine having to argue with me every day?
All right, Miss Been There, Done That. What else do we gotta know?
Well, first of all, child support knows you can't squeeze money out of a rock. If he's not working or if he's working part-time, they take that into consideration when figuring out how much he should pay.
So?
So if he's hurting, they lower the amount he's gotta pay. The bottom line is that they want him involved in the process.
So you give them his information, and then what?
They mail him a summons to appear in family court. You get one for the same day. Unless you have a situation like Yvonne's where it's unsafe. Either way, it all starts with a hearing, so do not miss that date. Even if you're off public assistance before your hearing date, show up. The court will still hear your case, and your kids still need the support. It's not as scary as you think.
Ma'am, please have a seat. Table down right next to you.
An attorney will be there to represent the Office of Child Support. The attorney will explain to the magistrate what benefits you receive for your children. The magistrate may also ask you and the non-custodial parent a few questions.
Ma'am, are you the mother of the child, Jaden?
Yes.
Do you see your ex-husband, the father of your child, present in court today?
Yes.
Would you please point to him and say his name?
Desmond?
Indicating the gentleman as a respondent. Sir, our records show that you signed a document on acknowledgement of paternity stating that you're the father of the child. Do you recall having signed such a document, sir?
Yes, sir.
And when you signed it, you were saying you're Jaden's father?
Yes.
The magistrate determines how much the non-custodial parent pays per week or per month, based on how many children there are and his income.
I wish everyone the best of luck. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them now.
Thank you, sir.
The Office of Child Support Enforcement retains a portion of the non-custodial parent's support while the custodial parent is receiving public assistance. The first $100 or $200 in child support, depending on whether you have 1 or 2 kids, is passed on directly to you while you are receiving public assistance. This is in addition to your cash benefit. Any money collected above this amount is kept by child support to pay back the cash benefits you received. Once you leave public assistance, the money goes to you.
Once you're on public assistance, if you find out your ex is making more money and your rent and bills are still going up, you can always go back to court and ask for more money.
Really?
Happens all the time. And if he disappears for some reason, the child support people try to find him.
Marcos is a good man at heart. You know. But raising kids in the city alone is tough.
Yeah, I'm stressed out all the time. I lose my patience like that.
I know you both don't want trouble with your exes, but your children have to come first. Period. End of conversation.
That's true.
I wouldn't be preaching like this if child support hadn't been a lifesaver for me. Now I can provide more for my kids, and it's taken the edge off, and I can be a better mother.
I guess anything is better than what I got now.
Then do it. You'll see.
Need anything else, lady?
Just a check, please.
If you have something new to report or have questions, contact the New York State Child Support Helpline at 888-208-4485 or visit Child Support Customer Services Walk-In Center at 151 West Broadway, 4th floor, New York, 10013, or visit nyc.gov/HRA.